Welcome back to my channel at The Movie Optimist, where I try and find the silver linings in even the worst of films. I am very giddy with excitement right now because it is no secret that the Supergirl trailer has dropped today. And again, I was absolutely obsessed with the David Cornsweet Superman done by James Gunn. I absolutely loved that movie to the high heavens. It's one of my favorite films of last year, or this year, I guess. And I saw it 4 times in the movie theaters. I rented it when it came to VOD, and then I bought the Blu-ray and 4K when it came out, and I've watched it endless amounts of time in the background while I'm editing stuff, and I just love it so much. I love the core meaning behind Superman being this man of peace and hope and optimism, and how kind he was in that film, and he just wanted to be looked at like a human being with feelings, and I absolutely loved it. So I was really excited to see the continuation of this universe with Supergirl, played by Millie Alcock, fame from Game of Thrones, well, House of the Dragon, I suppose, and I loved her introduction in the Superman film at the end. Some people were put off by it because she was kind of an asshole, but I read the comic that this is based off of, Woman of Tomorrow, and it is a fantastic character study about her and how she differs from Superman, because where Superman loves everybody, she's kind of pissed off at the world because when Superman was a baby, he was sent off to Earth and he doesn't remember the destruction of Krypton, but she does. She was a teenager when it's destroyed in front of her, so she's very bitter because of it, and she kind of drinks her problems away, and I'm just so excited to see that adapted into a movie, and I've waited all day to watch this trailer. I am so excited to start this. I'm going to start it right now and give you guys my genuine reaction. Crypto! Oh my god, I love Crypto so much. I'm a dog dad. I have a boxer named Chewbacca, but I love Crypto. Oh, I don't like that at all, actually.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy. Cars are out.
Very Guardians of the Galaxy feeling.
Hereby declare the
especially with the music choice.
Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
She's got a good accent. She's doing a really good job with that.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
The destruction of Krypton.
The gods are not that kind.
That's what I wanted to see. Very Guardians of the Galaxy.
This does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
For you. I called that. Yes.
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of 2.
What Superman?
Lobo! Oh man, that's such a short tease. God damn it.
I see the truth.
That's a great line. That perfectly encapsulates who she is compared to Superman. Okay, so right off the bat, I don't think it's a perfect trailer by any stretch of the imagination. I do not like the music choice. That's a very James Gunn thing to do, to inject it with that kind of music. For those of you who don't know anything about this story, I touched upon it briefly right before I watched the trailer. It is a very dark story. Something very, very bad happens to her towards the beginning of the book, and she sets out on a warpath for revenge, and it really differentiates her and Clark. Clark sees the beauty in people, and he chooses to believe that everyone has the chance to be good, and she says it in the trailer, where I see the truth. And she is very mad at the world for what happened to her. She's very bitter for what was taken from her, and she lets that out in spades. And it is really a story for her to find the good in humanity at the same time as getting revenge on somebody for something that I won't spoil here. But I love that they showcase that with what she says towards the end of it. It does look a little Guardians of the Galaxy like, and I don't necessarily mean with the humor or anything like that, but just the way it's lit and the way it's set. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I love the Guardians of the Galaxy films. They're some of my favorite MCU movies, but it does look look like it belongs in that universe. And I also really don't like that Krypto peed on the Superman magazine in the beginning. And you could make the argument that he didn't know that Superman was on it. He's just a dog. But like, you teamed up and saved the world with Clark. Like, Krypto should love Clark by now, to the point where he's not peeing on his face on a magazine. So that was the only thing in the trailer that I really didn't like. And I don't not like the song. I would have just preferred them to have a much more serious song. I would have liked to hear what a Supergirl theme song would have sounded like. I thought that the beauty of the Superman trailer, which I loved and cried to on this channel, was the fact that we got the Superman theme song overlaid over it. And I wish that they made one for her to play over this, something that was much darker and much sadder, because that's kind of her story. This trailer doesn't really do a good job of telling you guys, but this is a really dark movie we're about to get. And they show some of the funny bits in it, and I get it. They want to get kids to come to the theater this summer to see it, so they don't want to show their cards up front that it's a really serious movie. But based off the source material, some really messed up stuff happens to her, and I'm really excited to see that brought to life in live action. I'm absolutely head over heels in love with Millie Alcock. I think she's perfect casting for this, and she looks phenomenal in this trailer. We got a brief little glimpse at Lobo, although for a half a second you could barely see his face. F you guys for doing that to me, because I'm really excited about that. And I don't know, yeah, I just love everything about it. I love that it doesn't take place on Earth, because Superman is Superman, where he flies around and has all his laser vision and stuff like that, because of the sun that orbits around the Earth, or that the Earth orbits around, and that's what gives him his powers. So on another planet, she's not going to be as formidable as Superman is on Earth, which is why you don't see her flying around a lot in that like Guardians of the Galaxy type like city that it looks like she's in. And it makes the stakes higher when she's not this indestructible machine, and you need that to get on board and to care about her. And I just think it looks fantastic. I'm not one of the people that hate that there's comedy in this. I think that a great superhero movie should have a good balance of heart, of sadness, of humor, and of action, and of science fiction. And this story that they're adapting, I know has that because I read it, but it also looks like tonally they got it for the movie, and they're going to deliver it here. It's just for the sake of the trailer. They're trying to pull in kids as well, so keep that in mind. I'm sure it's not going to be nonstop jokes for 2 hours. I thought that this was a great first trailer. It didn't tell you too much. It's just teasing the tone and what's going to be in it, and I cannot wait to see her and Lobo throw down. It is going to be effing awesome. But what did you guys think about this trailer? Do you like it? Do you think that there's too many jokes? Do you like the fact that it's going to be a much darker story? Let's talk about it in the comments down below, guys. And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you next time.